Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about Marvel Legends Firelord. Was not planning to get this guy at all. When I saw him revealed, I was like, of all the boring repaints of a standard buck, this is most definitely another one. But then I saw him in the store on the peg, and I was like, well, maybe just for the review. And then I can sell him afterwards. And now I've got him, and I'm like, golly, he's pretty. So let's take a little look at this figure, the highs, the lows, and the creamy middles, or the fiery middles. First of all, it's on the retro cards, which are always going to be just a beautiful selling point. Hasbro really, I don't think, for all their talk of we're going plasticless, I don't know if they're going to pass up on these guys, because these sell action figures. You put this doofus in a cardboard box with a picture on the front, nah, I wouldn't buy him, because I saw the promo shots and I was like, it's a whole lot of nothing. And then I see him in person on the shelf in the card back looking beautiful, just the whole aesthetic appeal, and I'm like, well, maybe just for the review. So now that we've got him out of the box, we can take a full look at him. And first of all, yes, of course, I can hear you all saying it. It's just a repaint of a standard body. And I know I'm almost afraid to say that I like it, because everyone's going to come at me with all the cries of,
Hasbro shill! He's a shill!
I know. Get it all out. Go on.
He's a YouTube
Are you done yet? I can wait as long as you can.
He'll say anything.
You know, you're only wasting your own time.
He loves Hasbro.
Shut up! Jeez! We're allowed to like things, even if they are cheap, lazy repaints. I like this. Why? Because he's bright and colourful. Is it cheap and lazy? Yes, also. It's tough. Because that's the thing. I used to think, am I a Marvel Legends apologist? I'm like, no, I just really like Marvel Legends style. But it is lazy. I don't know the economics, but I will say, oh my goodness, you look at the amount of original sculpting on stuff from other companies, and it's like, geez, come on, guys. With a character like Firelord, though, it's a little trickier, in as much as just the flat, painted on costume and whatnot. You look at the artwork from the 80s and the 90s, like, that is how he looks. Like, that, it is flat. So it's kind of like Hasbro can say, oh, well, we're only being loyal to the source material. And it's like, yeah, convenient for you, the source material is completely flat. Because it is, even the boots. But that's where, if they wanted to, they could have done more. And I don't think people would have been going, oh, his belt is actually sculpted. That's not right. Harumph! Harumph! They would actually be saying, hey, even though the belt's not sculpted in the comics, you've done it here, well done. Instead, you took the easy way out. And look, I'm a guy who loves to take the easy way out. That's the best, because it gets the most results with the least effort. 2 thumbs up. But when you're charging people $25 for a figure, it begins to become a little bit more problematic. So what we do have here, it is very nice in as much as it's more striking than I first thought. This is like bad in pictures, but better in person. It's like a reverse catfish, whatever that is. What's the opposite of a catfish? A dog bird. This is a dog bird of a figure, which doesn't sound good, but it means that when you see him on the Hasbro Pulse streams and you see pictures of him, you're like, ugh, it's not much of much. Then you get him in hand and you're like, meh. Because if we take a little look at the face here, first of all, going from top to bottom, head to toe, let's do this. The hair, the fire hair is glorious. I mean, that's really nice. Way better than the Dormammu we got a year and a half ago, or whenever that was, because it's got a wonderful kind of transition from the light yellow. I mean, I'm holding it up to the sun. It's translucent. It's beautiful. From the yellow down to the orange, down to the fiery red. Red like the fires of hell. So that's really, really striking. But then with the actual face itself, this is what caught my eye. This is what dog birded me. is that there's little paint details with the red, bushy, Pippi Longstocking eyebrows, and then the eyes themselves. They're not just one flat color. It is like there's yellow and white, and it's kind of just dispersing around there. It looks interesting. It's got something going for it, and that's what you want. You want the different colors. It gets the people going.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
And then, of course, he's got the slightly different colored lips, which again is just that sweet spot Marvel Legends have hit where it doesn't look like lipstick. It just looks like like lips. But speaking of it's a big old problem here. But it's plain Jane. You are Firelord, the Herald of Galactus! But he's, hello, I'm Firelord, the Herald of Galactus. I'm going to eat your planet in 3 to 5 working days. Like that's what this expression is telling me. Where's the, where's the alternate head, Hasbro? If you're gonna cheap out and reuse a body, then give us something better, something different. Give us another head. That's where look at me. Look at me being like not just being a shill. Look, I'm saying we need more. Why, Dave? Why are you trying to justify yourself to invisible people on the internet? Because I care. I do. Like so many action figure reviewers will be like, don't read comments. I don't care about those. It's just people. No, I do care. Honestly, every negative comment really hurts. So if you enjoy writing them, well done. They affect me deeply. So this, yeah, the body, at least it's an improvement from Gore the God Butcher, where they actually just reused an old body that's not even right for him. I didn't know about how different the legs were, that he actually is supposed to have like goat legs. That really is bad that they just reused a body that doesn't even fit the character with the legs. At least with this, Firelord is a humanoid. So we got a humanoid body. So that's actually making sense for the character himself. Would it have been a huge improvement if they'd actually sculpted the belt and given some sort of layer to his sort of leotard that he's wearing? Yeah, it would have looked so much better. Would have been worth the money as well. It ain't what we got though. That would have raised the price, but for what it is, that's what you're getting. So then going down the body, there's nothing else to comment on. Because there is nothing. It's just a standard body. So like, I don't know, 5 out of 10 for a reasonable body. And then of course we've got his flamey staff here. And goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Again, it looks bright. It looks bright, colourful. He's got the fisted hands and the gripping hands. So originally I was kind of posing him sort of holding the stick with one hand and sort of like coming forward with the fist with the other. But honestly, it's difficult to get it to sit sort of in the middle because it'll kind of just slide down. Doesn't look good. So I think I'm going to pose him like, both hands holding it, get a bit of a better balance. But ultimately, I'm going to sell him. Go over to the Model Behaviour Facebook page if you want your chance to buy him. So, yeah, he's not worth holding on to, is what I'm saying. Especially with Galactus coming out. Honestly, I feel Galactus looks so good that I think this guy is going to kind of like bring down the display if he's in it. Because there's no wash, there's no shading on the body. So it's going to look real plasticky. So next to the glorious, big, awesome Galactus, he's going to bring down the tone. He's going to lower the tone, basically. He's going to stand out like a big orange bit of plastic. That's not good. A wash, shading, anything, Hasbro, would have made this guy pop a whole lot more. So I do love it at a glance. He's just so bright. So bright and bold and colorful. That's wonderful. But when you're charging $25 or $250, that's just another way of saying it that makes it sound more in my simple head. When you're paying $250 for this guy, nah, mate. Nah, not worth it, my good friend. I'm going to do like a couple of size comparisons. Let's just roll over to those just for funsies. So here we go with the only other figure I still own from that Fantastic Four retro wave. It is Doom, who I'm a big fan of. I love the brighter colours on him. And speaking of a big fan, 20th anniversary Captain America, even with other versions of that character, I'm not going to get rid of him. He's so bright and colourful. And this is where we see Marvel Legends at their best. Big, bold, bright and colourful. but lacking finer details like a wash or brushing or something to make them more alive. Then you see the huge Select Hulk. Look, he fainted at the sight of him there. But again, with the Hulk, you can see the brighter, lighter colors on the muscles, just more work going into that paint job. And there's the Mezco Wolverine as well, who you can see is a little too big, but still, nice little display. But we didn't linger for long on them because, I mean, come on, you know how big this body is because you've seen it 10 bajillion times before. So this is more of a bit of a cash-in just to bulk out your inevitable Galactus display. It's good that we've got him because everyone wants all the heralds. People have been demanding this guy. I have been demanding this guy for a long time. But again, if he was 20 bucks, that would be okay. 25, 26 bucks? Too much. Sorry. So, as an overall grade, let's do that now. As an overall grade for Firelord, I'm going to give this guy a 4 out of 10. As you know in my grading system, 5 is an average figure and 4 is slightly below average, and that's what I'm giving this dude here. The shame is, I like him. I like the look of him. But Hasbro, you're raising the prices, you got to raise the quality. Another head, if he had a rah head, that would have done it. Right there, that would have bolstered him up to probably a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 6.5, because I really do just love the brightness, but the fact he's just got one plain expression and a spittle stick. I don't know what a spittle stick is. That's a spittle stick now, that's the official name for it. It's just below average. It's below average from what I should expect for a Marvel Legend. The highs are great, bright and colourful, but then everything else feels like a minimal effort figure. So you're getting a minimal effort review. And folks, that was my review of Firelord. What do you think about it? Comment below, let me know. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go one step beyond in supporting the channel, then you can go over to patreon.com/displaying model behavior and throw a few bucks Dave's way. Or you could get yourself a YouTube channel membership. How about that? Very nice. Yes. Or you can check out Dave's other channels, displaying miscellaneous behavior and model behavior wrestling. Oh, and go and buy a t-shirt. Not enough people are buying t-shirts. It makes Doom angry. Doom's wearing a t-shirt under your armor. Here, you can't see it, but I'm wearing one. It looks great. Go buy one yourself. All right, that'll do.
Cup of coffee, big time